Where are we?
That's a good question.
How did we get here? Airplanes.
Taxis.
Taxis.
Tuk-tuks.
Tuk-tuks.
Pan Americas.
I'm Maggie.
And I'm Justin.
We're adventure riders from Las Vegas. And we're checking off a bucket list item to explore India on Pan Americas.
We got connected through social media to a bunch of riders and contacts that were here in India.
We got to ride with our new friend Kawajit, and he was awesome. He was mobbing on a road glide through the streets of India, and it was absolutely incredible to watch because the riding here is definitely different from what we're used to in the United States, and seeing someone maneuver such a big bike. All the way down there, we had a blast, dodging cows, riding past tuk-tuks, looking up for dogs. Like, it was just so much fun getting to ride with him all the way down to the Taj Mahal. I don't know if you know much about the Taj Mahal, but there were supposed to be two. It was like my grandpa's favorite seven wonder of the world.
We got invited to the India Pan America WhatsApp group, which it turned out that they were doing a hog ride from the lowest point in India to the highest passable road in the world.
So then we touched base back in Delhi. We got to meet the crew that did the Sea to Summit ride. Half of the group, I think, was on Pan Americas, but this is a motorable road. They did have cruisers. So getting to meet that group was pretty inspiring.
What's our plan for the day?
Ride for almost 4 hours up to the Himalayas.
While we were at the Sea to Summit celebration, I'd run into somebody who we'd actually talked to before we ever went to India, and he invited us to the foothills of the Himalayas in a town called Chandigarh.
So Dr. Mann, he and I had actually spoken a few months ago about potentially getting Pan Americas to go ride up in the Himalayas, and turns out he's like the Pan Am man.
20 days I'm working, 10 days I'm riding. So whatever surgeries I do, they bring in a lot of stress. When you operate on a patient, there's a lot of pressure, and I need a release. And the only release is riding the Pan Am. That is where your mind opens up. And then you perceive all those such good vibes, the nature. You touch nature, and that makes your endorphins release. You feel good about it. You want to immediately tell your people, tell your friends, tell your relatives, tell your people at home that I love this. Why don't you come back and join us?
The Harley-Davidson community is global. The community that we found here in India has been absolutely incredible. We're gonna share our rides from this trip and like the routes that we took, but tap into that community because they'll share with you the best places to go and how to get there. And it's really more important to talk to locals than anything.
Common language here actually is English. So if you are coming over here, that's a huge benefit, is that everybody speaks English here.
You can navigate easily. You just tap into that Harley network and you immediately have friends.
Traveling on a Harley-Davidson overseas brought so much more than I expected to the trip, including lifelong friends from the community. What I love most about India is the people, and the hospitality we were shown was some of the best in the world.
We came to India to explore and find adventure, but we left with so much more. We found friendship, community, and a rich culture that we only barely scratched the surface in experiencing. In India, anything can happen.